Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. We have a mid-season matchup of two teams that have earned a top 25 ranking, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Cyclones will kick this away to start us off. Turn starts inside the 15. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. To the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? At the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Cyclones. They're set now to try the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking to throw. It's Brown. It's caught downfield. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the runner takes off to his right. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Stanford getting set for the 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Eagles looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Back to throw. It's Brown. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Cardinal. This quarterback on fire today. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And the point after is good.
The extra point is good.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Has the first down and more. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. I love seeing the receivers' willingness to be a part of that, and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the wideout goes in motion. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball at the 44.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And there's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That pass just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a big gain.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football when teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is,
will he score here? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. They will try to add the lead now with a PAT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Automatic on the PAT. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and he'll start at the 25. The Stanford offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him right at the 24.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. To the air. It's Becht. Makes a quick grab. Finding some room at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Iowa State 14, Stanford 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Trying to find some room. It's Lee. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Receiver in motion now. That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Look at a throw on third and goal. We pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
Chris, third down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside his 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing fourth down.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Looks like Stanford will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the single back takes the handoff. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. Linebacker shifting around now. Looking to pass this time. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris is just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Brings up second down.
And the Cyclones looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking downfield, it's Becht. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's caught. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stopped at the 27.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
1st down for the offense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Brown. Quick throw, catch made. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a 1st down. That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that 1st down completion.
Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And that catch is hauled in. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Meadows going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to get the 2nd half going. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. Tackle made after a solid game to spot the ball to 31.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Cyclones. Here comes the point after attempt. The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Movement here from the tight end. Handing off on the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And the sophomore making an impact play.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
But he's got some space here. And they finally grab a huge return coverage team. Lucky he didn't score there. The offense starts with excellent field position. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Iowa State. And the route is on. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Going to take it all the way in, pick 6. Touchdown, Cyclones. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And he's brought down to the 16, looking better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Testing the right side here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Finds room at the 30. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Jackrabbit. Slide 22. Slide 22.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He'll take a deep shot. Deep shot caught right at the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good.
That makes the score.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Stanford, 14.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
Iowa State Cyclones will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the 2nd half. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Picks up. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down play coming up. The defense with more pre-snap movement. A pre-snap motion from the offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's on the run, launches deep. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
The pass rush closing in. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Iowa State 41, Stanford 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the beatdown continues. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Iowa State 14.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field.
325.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Punt team ready to boot it away. And that sets up a return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the 2nd half. Stopped short the marker after just a short game.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up 1st downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to pass. It's Becht. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. It's an option look. Fighting him off. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Okay.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Out, 55, Wheat. Terrier. Yep.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And the offense just takes a knee here. 2nd down after that previous play. And the offense will just take a knee. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, this one ended up being a blowout, but they get the W, but they also take a pretty strong...